Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am slightly worried about Dueling Book today because it is being super laggy and super slow, so there's definitely a chance that this isn't going to work. But we're going to hop right in. We're not making any changes to the deck this time. We're going to run with what we got. Lucky Draw Paul. That's fun. Alright. Ducky Forever. Ducky Forever. Good luck, have fun. You'll be going first. That looks like a full extra deck to me. I'm not even gonna check it. Ooh. These are interesting cards. Alright. Let's summon the boy, let's summon the dork. I think I'm gonna set skill drain in preparation for next turn. We'll be able to flip that if he doesn't heavy us. Give him the thumb. I hate this pause game. I've been saying for seasons now that I'm gonna get rid of it, and I haven't. And that's on me. I take responsibility for that. He's also setting 2 aggro. Giant Gurm. Alright, let's go ahead and activate this. I don't think there's any reason not to. Another skill drain, okay. Now, we could MST, we could summon Giant Gurm. I don't think we're gonna do either of these things. We're gonna flip the boy. Point. And we're gonna try to attack. We got rung. He rung us. Now, do I want to summon Giant Gurm in attack mode or defense mode? I think probably attack mode. I think attack mode. I don't think that we can afford to leave ourselves open to knock. Unfortunately, Cyberstein is already dead. He's already dead. Melanie. Hello, Melanie. Or were you Melody? I don't remember. I don't remember which one I called you. You look like either. You could be either. Could be either. Mystic Swordsman level 2. Okay, although that would have been depressing if I'd set this. So I guess we made the right choice. So I suppose this is probably Warriors. Main deck King Tiger Wanghu. That is not what we want to see. He could have summoned that and attacked Giant Gurm, which tells me that maybe he has another one. Okay, that's also a fair answer. To our Gurm situation, he had basically anything he wanted. Doing the graveyard, eh? Probably has Gigantes, that's what I'm thinking. The skill drain's not really an answer, though. Like, Tribe is currently vanilla. He does have Gigant. Yeah, we're in trouble. I think we're probably going to lose this one, because this is going to be a lot of damage, even though we can get Giant Germ to block some of it. Skill drain looks pretty okay. He's also taking damage, but I don't know. We need something particularly good. We do have this wall that we could use. I am going to MST if he sets something. I'm going to MST that for sure. My body as a shield. Wow, we drew all 3 skill trains, eh? Alright, well, I'm going to set Stein, set wall. Pass, I believe. Hopefully Wall will be able to buy us some turns. Some last turns. He's viewing his graveyard again. He does have another Gigantes fodder. Luckily, I don't think that this deck will play anything that has greater than 2000 tech, and so I think that this 2000 wall is just going to be fine. He could MST it, but I think he would have MST'd if he had it, because he would have been able to get rid of my germs with Tribe. And so I think that we're safe in that way. I think the wall might protect us for a turn. Last turn. Okay. Huh. I'm gonna set another skill drain, because why not? I guess so we could get punished by the whole charity thing. But we do have last turn. If we can draw Necrofear would be great. I would even be willing to take like an orc to tie. God, no way! Oh my god, he has the tree. He has the tree. Oh no, we're cooked. The tree cooked us. That is so funny. The tree cooked us. We got cooked by the tree. Okay, that's very funny. Alright, what cards do we not want? Even Nightmare is actually not looking great because he can just get a DD Warrior Lady or DD Assailant, and so it's kind of like meh. Let's start with what I want from the side, which are I think these two for sure. Torrential, because you seem to be playing into that, I think is fine. I don't know if I really want Grave Robber. I'm gonna take out one skill drain because his monsters aren't that negatively impacted. I don't know. There is like King Tiger level 2. Yeah, so we're gonna take out one Theban Nightmare, I think. What else is like just not as good as we want? He didn't really play any spells that I super duper want, but at the same time, I'll take out one Trinade. That'll be fine. Maybe one Jar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe I don't need one Dust Tornado. Maybe I don't need either Dust Tornado. Maybe I don't need either Dust Tornado. I do have Breaker, and so that's another bit of removal. 2 Germs in hand, eh? And a Wall of Revealing Light. Let's go ahead and summon a Germ. Set a skill drain pass. Maybe we can bait a Tribe here. It's unfortunate to draw the Germs. It's the same thing as drawing like 2 Thunder Dragons. Berserk Gorilla. Very funny. We'll take a Thouso. And we will special summon 1 Germ. Jar of Greed isn't bad. I'm kind of expecting like a Battle Trap. I could just set Germ, but I don't mind trying to get rid of this guy. So let's go ahead and try to get rid of this guy. Sakura 2 armor. Okay. It's fine, we can set this Germ to defense. Set this. I think I'm gonna keep the wall. I want to keep the wall. I'd have to do like 3,000. I'm gonna keep the wall. I don't think there's any reason to commit even more back row because we don't have any protection here. Music's kind of chill. A lot of guitar. That's fine. I'm not gonna stop it with the skill drain. I'd agree. That's nice. Yeah, I could have activated skill drain there to prevent him from using the effect, but I wouldn't have been brokenhearted if he had hit it. Shining Angle, okay. Shining Angle can get us Jowgen the Spiritualist. We don't have last turn yet though, so we will be using Pot of Greed. The darkest Necrofear in the game. We do have 3 Fiends. We do have 3 Fiends. We took out Theban Nightmare, and so the Shining Angle can only ever get Jowgen. I'm gonna MST. Okay. He didn't take out his Nox. That's sussy. Alright, I'm gonna go for Necrofear, I think. And then maybe set Gurm? Let's get rid of this guy. I could have not gotten rid of this guy because he would have to have attacked me in my turn, and so I could have maybe gone for like the additional plus if I had wanted to, but I didn't really want to. Now the question is, do I set Gurm or do I set Shining Angle? I think I'm gonna set Angle. If he summons like level 2 to try to get over it, I will skill drain. But I would be surprised if he did that because Dark Necrofear represents some pressure. We are up 1 card in addition to the draw, which is pretty nice. I think that's where we want to be. I guess maybe I should have sent Gurm. Then, oh, level 2, oh, that's very funny. He gets over it anyway, which is unfortunate. Oh, defense mode, lovely. Alright, so we'll pay the 1,000. Flip, goes to the grave, and we get to summon Jowgen. The Spiritualist. So now he cannot special summon, neither can I. Dark Ruler Hades is going to be pretty okay. I'm sensing a little bit of weakness, so I think even if he sets a card, I don't know if I care. I think I'm going to play into it. Breaker, okay, that's interesting. Breaker's interesting. I think I do want to summon it. Torrential will be pretty rough. See what you got. Huh. Oh. That is correct. Alright, defense mode. I forget about skill drain all the time, which is going to be a weakness with this deck for sure. Alright, let's go ahead and attack with Necrofear first. Alright. I'm so dumb. This breaker was probably never going to get value anyway, though. Do I want to set wall? I think no. The only argument to set wall is to protect Jowgen, but if they're gonna like attack over Jowgen, then like I don't necessarily care because we do have this Hades, which is just as good against this deck. Because they're not gonna be able to summon anything that gets over Hades. I also have Dark Necrofear. Rhoda, so he can still, unless he can out skill drain, he still can't. Okay. That's gonna out Dark Necrofear, which is fine. Oh. It's very strange. You can totally take that back. Because it's like upside down, I think. Alright, Necrofear is gone. And will be gone forever. Draw. Different dimension capsule. Now that is an interesting one. Let's summon Gurm. Alright, let's go capsule. I'll try to get last turn here. Try to get last turn here. What if it's last turn? He's pretty smart. He sees Jowgen. He sees Jowgen, and I think he saw Wall last turn, or last game, and so that makes perfect sense to me. Alright, so he's gonna think that he probably should take out Jowgen, I would have to imagine, right? Yeah, he's scared of the boy. This means that he can summon Gigantes if he'd like to. Spire the Dark. That means we don't have to summon Hades yet, if we don't want to. Either way, we're playing in Torrential, so which would we rather get rid of? Zambira or Hades? It's probably Hades, right? Yeah. The Dark Ruler, Hades, is here. Alright, I'm not going to put Breaker to defense mode, because I think that if we get mirrored here, it's just not that big of a deal. Okay, we're in a really good spot. He would need something pretty fantastic to get him out of this sitch. These two are probably not real, considering the fact that he didn't do much. I feel like it's a pretty obvious TT here. Call the Haunted. Gonna get Exiled Force. That's pretty rough. Call remains on field. Now, this last turn's not great. That shows weakness, though. Grave Robber. That's fun. Alright. What would we get? We would get Knock, which would be pretty good in this situation. Alright, Zambire time. What do you got for me? Alright, we didn't have to show him. We didn't have to show him. Yeah, still don't want Theban Nightmare, I don't think. I think Skill Drain actually went off pretty well that game. None of his back row were like real or good. And so I might want to bring back Skill Drain. I don't know if I believe in Grave Robber in this matchup. I think Skill Drain might just be better. Music's going, baby. Music's going. Do we want our third jog back? No, I think we're done. I think we're done siding. This is a close one. This is a very close match for the first match of the episode. Ducky forever. Drew our Gurm again. Our hand's pretty good. Hand is not bad. Oh, he knows we're not playing Heavy Storm. Trap Dust Shoot? No Trap Dust Shoot. Okay. Is it Gurm pass? Is it Zambira attack get rung? think it might be Gurm Pass. We want to save our Zambira for when the back row field is a little bit less crowded. Now the question is, do I want to ring this Goril if he attacks me? I think the answer is probably yes. I could not. I could let it go through and then have 2 Gurms and then ring it on my turn. Rat. That's fine. We're gonna take the 1000 for sure. We're gonna summon 2 Gurms, and I think we're gonna ring the Rat. I don't think we want to bother with that guy. We could, like, Dark Ruler Hades, try to get over Rat, but, like, what are the chances, right? He's gonna have some sort of battle trap. So I think I would rather, like... Oh. Do I want to MST? I think so. I think we do. I think we do want MST. Do I want to Solemn the Battle Trap? BLS, that's interesting. We probably should have sided out of BLS, honestly, because we only have 2 lights, which is not really enough to support him. So that was kind of a misplay by me. I think that we're going to Solemn the Battle Trap. Oh, wow, okay. Wonder what these 2 face downs are. Go in, my Gurms. Can't you guys, like, what do you think? What sound in there? Are they like glung, glung, glung? Are they like squishy, or is this hard? It kind of looks like there's like a piece, enough gravity that it's like sucking in some land, and so it might have like a. Like, have you ever had those Lindt chocolates? Oh no. Oh, that's probably a Royal Decree, but he can't chain it. I think we have to Solemn this. So one of these is going to be a Decree, I think, almost certainly. He Solemns our Solemn. That is incredibly devastating. We probably lose. That's probably a Decree. Hopefully no normal summon. Even Graveyard for Gigantes. Oh, and that's going to be really rough. We need a real nice top deck here. Oh no, Premature Burial's not great because it destroys. I'm going to summon Zambira. And it's going to get destroyed when I kill the... Oh no, I can summon Hades. Do that. Let's do that. Unfortunately, this won't be destroyed. Oh. No destroy. We were correct, though. It was a Royal Decree, so it doesn't matter. But we need to be honest about that. All right. We got really lucky. That was a fantastic chop. We have 100 life points. Skill drain is not going to be good enough. But we might win. Let's go. Do we got it? Let's go. Let's go. GG. Wow, we made it out. Oh, they're so nice. What do you mean is it last turn? Ducky forever. If you know the channel, you know it's last turn. Let's hit him with the heart. Oh, what a nice guy. See, people are so nice. People are so nice on Dueling Book. 3, 2, 0, YOLO. 69, nice. 69, nice. That was Earth aggro. I think that was the first Earth aggro of this season, I'm pretty sure. Pretty exciting. That was a really close duel. It came down to it. I'm concerned about supporting BLS now that I'm thinking about it. 3 lights seems a little light. We might want a 4th light. We might want a 4th light. I was talking about this deck with Cub, and I'm like, what can I do to get the 3rd Jar of Greed in? And Grave Robber, those are like the 2 last cards we got in. And I took out another Shining Angel for a jar. I think I might want to put it back in. I think I might want to put it back in. We're gonna keep running with this episode. We're gonna keep running. But I think for the next one, maybe on Monday, we might add another light into the formula. Yeah, Hot As is great though, guys. We got so lucky. I almost didn't see it, to be honest. I almost just attacked with Zyra. We were like within 1 second of doing that. It's crazy what you don't see when you're recording. You tunnel pretty bad. Not that I wouldn't tunnel if I weren't recording, but John Doe 32, you're gonna have an easier time than if I were just like in my room. You got me. You got me. Outskilled, outplayed, honestly. However, no public extra deck. It's a disappointment. We do have our light. Maybe we don't need an extra light. Maybe it's right here. T-set passe. Hey! It's our guy. Alright. Do I want to blind MST? I think no. Do I want a Graceful Charity? I think... yeah. I'm a big fan of holding Graceful Charity, but there's like literally no reason to do that in this deck. Last turn Theban Nightmare is pretty funny. I think we are going to ditch it though, because we do have the Shining Angel. We're going to ditch it. I'm going to summon Zyra. Lackluster Soldier Envoy at the beginning is really good. Maybe it's just Solemn? It could be last turn. I think it's Solemn. I'm not going to MST. I'm just going to summon Zyra. Oh no. That's not good. That's very not good. This means either Mataza or Benkei. And I'm not sure what we can do about that. Alright, so he's gonna have some powerful mages. What sounds do you think they make? Are they like... They sound like that, I think. Let me set these two. I don't think it's gonna matter too much because... Which one? Which one you gonna hit? Where are we going, John Doe? Time Wizard. Time Wizard's such a cool guy. And I like how they made the little hour clock hands look like a mustache. I like that. Did Joey ever not hit Time Wizard in the anime? Was there ever a time where he didn't hit it correct? I don't think so. I think he got it every time. Didn't he? Maybe not. Maybe not, because like didn't he like not hit it when Baby Dragon became old? Or maybe he did. I don't quite remember. John Doe's thinking. Which one, friend? Okay. No problem. Alright, we got this ring. And so, usually they Drunade though before they go for their big play. Defense mode. It's fine. Grave Robber. Yay, we get to use it. Okay, we already have Theban Nightmare. I got a bug? Yeah, bug in my room, guys. Alright, so we can take his MST, which is pretty funny. I think that we do have Theme and Nightmare, yeah, and so we don't care about this getting knocked potentially so much. We might be able to use Grave Robber, guys. This is going to be very fun. Upstart Goblin. So we need to get rid of this as soon as possible. That's fine. I probably should have summoned it, to be honest. I suppose there was really no reason not to. Okay, this can't attack directly, and so actually there is no reason to use Grave Robber this turn. There's no reason to, and so we kind of need him to destroy Zambira so we can get this Bielezian on board. Wall. Okay, that's interesting. I could wall last turn Zambira. I could Grave Robber MST, wall last turn Zambira. I don't think we're gonna, but I could do that. Is he gonna have a Mon? He might have DD Warrior Lady. That's the thing. He might have DD Warrior Lady. Giant Dork? I think we're gonna go for it. Though Giant Dork will go to defense mode. I could just pass. This is pretty funny though. I could just pass. I could ring my guy and then summon BLS. That seems fine. Target MST. Use it on L Lab. Alright, so now we're gonna activate Ring. Send the guy. Then we're gonna banish, special, declare, point. Okay, and we're gonna summon you. We have Solemn backup. No attack. We're gonna let him go into main phase. And hopefully he'll summon a monster. What you gonna do, Buckaroo? Because he could definitely have Sangan. Because Sangan gets the guys. Do I just go for it? Or do I Solemn? I actually don't know what to do. I'm gonna Solemn. See how that works. We can see if the deck's gonna work out. If he has DD Warrior Lady, then we kind of just lose. Also, if he has Sangan, we kind of just draw. So we really need him to summon him on. Or just pass without summoning. Setting like a ton of back row and passing is also like just perfectly fine. This is an interesting matchup though. I usually get owned by these people, regardless of the deck I'm playing. I usually get owned. And so what do I imagine he has? Swords is perfect. Swords is not perfect. Giantist Trinade Test. Oh man. Does that tell me he doesn't have much? I think we have to go for it. I think we have to go for it. I'm gonna go for it. Again, draws. And so we'll see. We'll see if he does it. Chance he could concede because he hasn't played this interaction before. Poison the old man kills us immediately. Could just do that. Yeah, he definitely wants Sangan. Without a doubt. But I think we're definitely going to at least draw here, which is fine. We probably could have won, but I don't know. 2 Trune plus a Swords. Plus... Okay, so he gave the thumb. Summon your last pathetic monster. You must discard your hand. Good sir. You discard hand, then special a mon from deck. Alright, we get to see what he had, which is a rotor. Axe of Despair. He had a Benkei. A Mage Power. We probably would have lost. This Benkei would have been big. We probably would have lost. But your only hope is Sangan or DD Warrior Lady. But either way. DD Warrior Lady. Alright. Offer him a draw. Okay. Well, now we know. You guys are going to be very good. I think we do need our Heavy Storm this time. Though I don't know. Maybe not. I don't even know. Torrential. Swords. Because, I mean, they have all the Trinades in the world. They could even bring in Decrees. Alright, let's see. What are cards that are not very good in this matchup? This might be a little bit too slow, but it seems like their deck's also kind of slow, to be honest. Skill Drain's going to be pretty good. I don't think we need Grave Robber. I don't think there's going to be anything that we want. He's playing like... I don't think we're going to want our Trinades. I think we want back row removal instead. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could trim the Germs. And then probably Necrofear as well. Because he's going to summon DD Warrior Lady. And so we don't necessarily care about that. I do still want VLS though. And so we will keep that in. Wall's very funny in this matchup because I'm going to build a very tall wall. Huh. Let's go for that. Seems fine. All right, 0-0-1. All right, we did that entire thing because we lost the rock, paper, scissors, and now we won. And so now we're at an advantage. We weren't before, but now we are. All right, this is looking pretty good. I'm a fan of the pro set heavy, I think, in this case. Skill drain's not bad. I think we summon the orc. Set jar of greed, pro set heavy. I kind of want the skill drain though. But that's just not going to work out. We'll do that. We'll do that. Giant Orc's a pretty good wall. And these are going to look pretty threatening to the other player. We are up one card because we want plus with Pot of Greed. The easiest way to go plus in the game. Does set him on. He does not do anything else. Cyber Steintha. Cyber Steintha is an interesting one. Let's go ahead and draw our additional card. Another skill drain. Cyber Steintha is really interesting because we could go into Last Warrior. We could also go into Alter. How do they outlast Warrior? How do they outlast Warrior? I mean, this is going to be a Iron Blacksmith Kotetsu. I could just go Giga Aggro. I'm going to go Giga Aggro. I'm going to look up Iron Blacksmith Kotetsu and see what his defense is. Yugioh Iron Blacksmith Kotetsu. Because if Stein can get over him, I think it's like 500, right? It's 500, that's correct. All right. We're going to go Giga Aggro. We're going to go Giga Aggro. We're going to get the guy. And we're going to assume that this is going to be Iron Blacksmith Kotetsu exactly. It's okay. Axe, Shinzo, up. No, I don't care about Upstart. Heavy, DD Warrior Lady. Oh, did I mill 5? I milled 5. Well, we are gonna lose. I want to make that clear. We're gonna lose. I should have went for Balter, as it turns out. That is correct. Summon your Didymus. Who I will attack over with Giant Dork for sure, I think. Well, that was very unfortunate. I did not know they play Cyberjar. It's kind of weird, because if they had summoned Ben K would have just been a dummy on board. But King Tiger is going to hold down the fort, which is pretty nice. I don't know what I know you're thinking about whether you want to banish or not, but like, eh. Nah, about that. You're going to set like everything? Oh, he let it go. It's interesting. I guess he wants to hit over a Giant Orc in defense mode, probably. Alright, we're going to set everything. One. We can only set 3 more. We have to set Solemn. I think this ring is going to be pretty bad, actually. And so we're going to set Dust Tornado instead. swords. End the turn. There's a chance we don't lose. This Solemn is earmarked for the opponent's Heavy Storm. He cannot summon any of his guys, really. Because our boy King Tiger. Start. We do like life points. We will take those. We are still within ring range. After we use Solemn against the heavy. He's got the Djinns, which is pretty gnarly. I mean, with all these cards, he's a combo deck, so he should like definitely win. We are also a combo deck, but but I don't know. What's good is that we can force a draw with last turn pretty easy. Because I don't think that his deck has like anything better than DD Warrior Lady, and DD Warrior Lady's already in grave. So actually, if we draw last turn, we can look pretty good. We can look pretty good here. Ring might actually come into play at that point. That was what it was supposed to be originally. It was not supposed to be, oh, I never took 200 from... Never took 200 for Stein into Cyberjar. I forgot about that. Premature Burial. GD Warrior Lady. That's gonna be fine. That was not gonna be fine. We blew it. Thinking. I don't know why I did that. We should have dusted it, of course. But now we have to solve him. He can heavy us now. There's no reason to activate Dust Tornado, right? Yeah. Yeah, we blew it. I threw this game. That's okay, though. It's okay to throw. He has to out King Tiger, and if he does that, then he wins. Who are you taking? He's yours. Yeah, I blew it. I knew he had Jinzo. I knew he had Jinzo. That'll do it. Yeah, I knew he had Jinzo. That's really tough. Alright, let's try to get rid of some of our traps, I guess? I don't know, maybe not. I know he has Jinzo, but like, I don't know if I care. I could bring in the double snares. I could bring in one double snare over a trap. Over a wall, maybe. That's not that good, though. I think that's just not that good. I don't even know if double snare should be in the side, to be honest. It's such like a bad card. It's just not good. I feel bad for throwing that game, guys. I'm sorry. This heavy didn't feel good either, to be honest. He didn't play into it. And now he knows we have it. I don't know. We're gonna run it back. We're gonna run it back. Yeah, maybe I want a double snare. Maybe I want a double snare over a jar. Let's do that. One double snare. Maybe we want to break our tribe too. Maybe not though. I think we don't. I don't think we don't want them because like they're just not gonna summon monsters. Like they're not. Breaker could be good. Let's do one breaker. Breaker's fine. Tribe's not gonna be good here though. It's interesting that they're siding for such a long time. All right, we won't make a mistake like that again. We're gonna take some more time with our plays. King Tiger is pretty good. I think King Tiger and then maybe Pro Set Heavy. I think maybe Pro Set Heavy. It feels so nice to be able to use this card. That's gonna be freaking Cyberjar, man. I don't think that we even summon a monster. I think that we just attack it. Oh. It was Sangan. We should have summoned a monster. Smile. Well, we can't summon Shining Angel. We could have summoned King Tiger. All right. Well, now that's Cyberjar. Now that we know it's gonna be like Cyberjar, maybe I just don't do anything. He's being very disciplined playing around heavy. But I guess this deck, like, what you want to do is like Trinade and then like activate all 5 of your like equip spells. And it's like, what's he even gonna play right now? Because like 3 of these cards are probably like Axe of Despair, Mage Power, stuff like that. And so like, he really needs to out this King Tiger. That's fine. Graceful Charitas. I think we will be using that. Please and thank you. Another last turn A. Because he activated swords, it makes me think that maybe this isn't Cyberjar. Or it could be that he wants to use Cyberjar on his own turn. And so we don't need one of these last turns, naturally. And then I want Shining Angel for sure. I could Prima it back though. Maybe we don't want the other Wanghu. We can just Prima the Wanghu. Let's get rid of the Angel. Alright, I don't think the Pro Set Heavy is going to get better than this, and so let's go for it. I'm going to go ahead and assume that this is going to be our friend. It is. Alright. No whammies. Breaker's kind of a whammy. Alright. Ring, Vortex, MST, Big Bang, Chariot, Toss. He's got some gas here. Go ahead and attack. Is there any reason to like not just summon another King Tiger? The reason is that we will just lose to Lightning Vortex. Could set Zambira, that's pretty spicy. I could force a last turn. Draw. I don't know if I want to do that yet. He has Big Bang. Maybe I do want to do that. I think I do want to do that. I think we're going to try to force another draw here. I mean, we kind of committed to it because we summoned Zambira. This would be technically like in their standby phase. And so we're gonna, maybe there's a chance that they don't have DD Warrior Lady. Okay, so what do we want to get rid of? I'm trying to think. Which one? King Tiger or Zambira? I'm gonna go King Tiger. Let's see. Hopefully he has Warrior Lady in hand. Okay, Sinister Serpente. This would technically be like in standby phase if I wanted to be like perfectly honest about it. Oh, he has Mobius. Oh, we're cooked. We're cooked. Maybe just the one Mobius though. Alright, no DD Warrior Lady, so it's at least a draw. Could be worse. Of course, we knew he had Jinzo. we knew he had Jinzo. Well, alright, I threw. We lost 8 ELO. That's a lot of ELO to lose. That was really, really bad. That one was not a good duel. That one I did not play well. 312 ELO. We lost only a little bit, though. Yeah. Yeah. Opponent's asking where's our Jaugen, and couldn't find him. Alright, we're gonna play one more. This is gonna be a long episode. That one didn't feel good to me. That one did not feel good. It was a very, very long match, but I played it poorly. We knew he had Jinzo. We lost the game. We lost the game 2 because of Jinzo. You know what? I think it's because this Raichu is looking at me funny. Let's get rid of that guy. Alright, Mew. Go look at fun. There we go. There. And this guy has an extra deck. That's... Oh, he's a high-ranked duelist. Dark Necrofear, eh? He's seen my YouTube videos. Hope you enjoy. See my YouTube vids. Okay, we're gonna summon the guy. We're summon the lad. We're gonna set a guy and we're gonna pass. Maybe we're gonna set. You know what? What the heck? If he uses heavy, it's 1 for 1. Thundra Dragon Toss. Will this duelist play Chaos Turbo except have a spicy Jinzo in the main? We'll have to see. Okay, well that's obviously very, very unfortunate, but it means that we can use Graceful Charity if we want to. Next turn. If they don't heavy us. Smile. If they don't heavy us, smile. But yeah, Thunder Dragon, Graceful Charity is not bad. Okay, so we got Chaos coming down. Turn 1 Chaos, baby. Pot of Greed. Pot of Greed. 13 cards into the deck. Is he gonna kill us? Is the question. Oh. Interesting. This is putting me on edge a little bit. I don't like that. Oh, look at Ammonite. He's like, hold my hand. Why are you setting so many cards? Snatch, Steelitha. That's fine. You can have him. He sacked for Thunder Dragon? What? So it wasn't Chaos, it was just... He wants to get rid of our dork. That's fine, I guess. Unfortunately, we still are not low enough. We could Cyberstein's... Jar of Greed. Okay. Ogama Trio. Alright, that tells me that we're playing against Burn, which means that if I Cyberstein, I probably just lose. It's Sens, right? destroy all their monsters. So we lose 900 life points. So actually, technically, we would go down to last turn range. Secret barrel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 18. I don't know why I flipped that there though, because I am going to replenish my card. And now he's going to think that I'm taking too long to do the math. But it's actually just lag. Solemn Judgment. Okay, well now Cyberstein play is off the table. I think I want a Grave Robber Graceful Charity. We're bringing ourselves awfully low, to be honest, but... Target and use... Target... Graceful Charity. And I'll use it. We got our own charity. That's actually very funny. Cybersteintha is gonna go to the grave because we can't use him. Necrofeartha? How many fiends? We only have one fiend. Like, what are the chances? I'm gonna send it to the grave. Okay. We're gonna activate our own Graceful Charity, which is pretty funny. We used it twice in one duel. Another last turn, eh? Jaugen the Spiritualist. Okay. Okay, we need these Solemns. I'm gonna keep both last turns too. I think we need the ring. We don't want this. We don't want this. On res. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Point. 18. All right. Well, now we don't need to send all cards to the graveyards. Will I die? No, it's sent, not destroyed. All right. Jaugen. Point. Set and set. And set, and set, and set, and pass. Good luck, duelist. Okay, that's fine. I think that we're probably gonna win. We have 2 Solemns. Set. Really, does he have Sangan? Or not? I cannot believe we might win this one. We got Grave Robber actually won it for us. If so, it's gonna be really close. Okay, he said, Amon, it is last turn time. I don't think there's anything you can do. I have 2 Solemns. I got really lucky. I got so lucky. Okay. These guys are coming in, so are you. Breaker seems pretty okay. Gosh, I don't even know against the burn matchup, man. The Germs are probably not very good. I think we're gonna take out the Fiend package. Which makes sense to me. And then one more card. Yeah. As much as Grave Robber kind of won, I don't know. I don't know if it's good. Skill Drain's probably also not great. It can help with Panda, which I assume they're playing. Is there any other card? They're playing Jars, and so we probably want Nox. Skill Drains, I think we're gonna cut one. I think we're gonna cut one wall as well. I want to bring in these. I want to cut all the walls. I think we're just gonna cut one wall. I don't want to play different dimension capsule because it's too slow, and I think that we are gonna cut Grave Robber. We need another card. That's crazy. The Trunades are not good. We'll keep Grave Robber. The Trunades are not going to be good. At least we don't have to worry about, like, Jinzo. This hand's pretty nice. We might be able to get away with summoning this before the Ojama tokens. Though this does burn us for 900, basically whenever, and so we have to be aware of that. I cannot believe we came back after that opening hand, though. He does play Chaos. He did drop a Chaos Sork, so we should be aware of that as well. But yeah, it was Thunder Dragon into Graceful into Pot, right? And then he snatched and sacked. That was only turn 3. Grave Robber really got us there. I don't know what else to say. MST. We are not going to MST that. We're just going to Pot a Greed. Cyberstein though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14. I'm afraid this is going to be Jar. I don't think there's anything we can really do about that realistically, and so I think that we're just going to go ahead and play into it. We could Cyberstein into Balter, but that's like the worst play ever. I should have set these cards. Frick! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I should have set them, and I knew why, and that was why. Frick. Okay. Set. I guess there's really no reason to set last turn. I said I was going to play better, and then I didn't play better. Frick, man. I was tunneling on this being Jar, but like Koala is like the obvious turn 1 play. Knock would have been really nice. We do have this Mystical Space Typhoon. I don't know if we should hold it for something in particular. We are almost 4,000 damage. Oh man. Yeah, we can't afford that. Would have really liked to save that for a burn spell, but we cannot afford to let him take our Mon. Symbira can get over it, which is nice, but it's kind of all we're looking at right now. What's nice about being at a low life total is that last turn is going to go pretty hard, because I'm pretty sure they aren't going to play something like DD Warrior Lady. And so King Tiger might just be like sufficient on its own to win with last turn. We just have to lower our life points enough. He does play Serp, so we have to be kind of aware of that. Like, we have to let it go into the end phase if possible. Alright, hopefully we don't get just mirrored out of our life. He's activating his burn spells at kind of an odd time. There's really kind of no reason for him to do that. Do I want to set last turn? I think I am. And the reason for that is that we might be able to catch it on his turn, like literally this turn if he burns me a little bit. I'm gonna sneeze. We hit the mute button just in time. You guys almost faced calamity. We are 2 cards up. That is Chaos Sork. Defense mode's interesting. Symbira? No. Spyro can't get over him. Solemn Judgment would have been real nice 1 turn earlier. Alright, let's get a dork. Let's just get a dork. That's not a dork, but it is acceptable. Alright, we are gonna pre-mat back. Oh, never mind. He's dead. We do have to out this. We have to out this guy. set solemn. End the turn. We're pretty close to the last turn range here, and so another solemn. Is this going to be the jar? Desert, sunlight. Spy. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so I can Cyberstein attack in. I'll take 13, which will bring you down to 18, which is not sufficient. I am going to summon King Tiger. Alright, I feel pretty good, actually. I think we're in actually a really good spot, because we can use these double solemns to take us down into last turn at some point. These spines are going to be hard to get over, though. Skill drain. Okay. Alright, let's think. Skill drain will bring us down to 21, and then we'll attack in 13. That's not bad. I can't do that because King Tiger. Okay, I can summon him. He'll die immediately. I can activate Premat, which will bring you down to 23. That's not enough either. Okay. I could have attacked. I would take 5, which is not really gonna do much for us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 18. 5 would have been enough. Giant Trunade. Okay. We're gonna wait till the end phase because we can afford to. I think we're gonna win this, guys. I think that he can't get over King Tiger. I think we go for it. I think we go for it. I don't think he can get over King Tiger. I think King Tiger is going to keep him out. Okay. All right, let's see what you got. Cyber Jar, very funny. 2 Thunders, what do you got? You got something? Could have a Mobius. Could have a, he won't have a Jinzo, that doesn't make any sense. What you got? Yeah, no BLS. That bodes well, because if it's just like Mobius, he should just summon that guy, right? That bodes well. Try infecting virus! Yeah, it was super close, guys. Oh, I'm so glad we grabbed another game. This was so much better than the game that we're not going to remember. Yeah. What a nice guy. Hopefully we'll get some juicy ELO. What are we getting? I'm gonna be over 320. We're over 320, guys. We're over 320. 3, 2, 8, ELO. Boing. Ooh, we're 86 above. That's not bad. That's not bad. I think that might be ahead where we were at the beginning of the duel of the episode, which is always where we want to be. Well, as I just said, I'm super glad we grabbed another one. I think this was the very first time. Was it the first time that we ever cheesed a win using last turn the way I want? Like, this duel was the kind of duel that I want to have with last turn. I think that having the cheesers, having the walls, having the Jowgen, those are fine. But what I want is to lower my life points naturally and then win because the opponent doesn't have a card that they don't have their own cheesers. I want to get rid of their own cheesers. But there's really only certain decks that like can't. And Turbo's one of them. Turbo is one of those decks that can't, at least in game 1. They will probably bring in something in game 2 that can beat me, maybe, but I don't know. But yeah, that's the sort of win I want. This is what the experience I'm looking for. I am the Almond Knight. You are Professor Oak's hand. See you later. Goodbye.